Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Now to talk about it. Now here's something you'll really like.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was hot.
Thanks. Just figured Rocky Bullwinkle reference, why not? But this is Hunter here, and I'm here with my two sexy bros. I'm here with Scott. Scotty, how you doing, sir?
Sexy.
Well, yeah,
I'm doing sexy right now.
obviously. And I'm here with Colin. Colin, how you doing, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm happy because we're gonna.
Speaking of sexy,
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth bite thumb here. So
no, I
we're.
was talking about Colin.
Oh well,
Ayo.
I would rather see Colin as Thor than Chris Hemsworth, but
Mm,
that's neither
I
here
like
nor.
to see
You,
Colin's hammer.
Yeah,
yeah, you guys just want to see my hammer.
yeah,
Mm,
damn straight we do. How hard
guilty as
do
charged.
my love is
Like
too
a lightning
large.
bolt.
Well, I'm guilty of that. Singing Dewey Cox. Anyways, but we're here talking about the first trailer that came out fucking randomly, by the way, for Thor Ragnarok, which doesn't come out till November, but as you know, the Marvel machine never stops, and they keep putting this shit out. So
I ho.
seriously, it's it really is kind of ridiculous how quickly they're getting these movies out and how they haven't really started really see decline yet. So, yeah, let's go.
Disney, man. Disney's just, they got all those nice little Chinese children, just churning them out in a factory somewhere.
It's true, yeah. You better pack that DVD for Moana faster. Okay, but, but you can. That's fucking horrible. But yeah, we want to go and talk about Thor Ragnarok here. So, just real quick, so we all know that Avengers: Infinity War comes out next May, which I will be taking that whole week off in May of to re-review. I've already determined I'm gonna re-review every single Marvel movie in 1 week. That is my goal. I think I can do it. I think we'll be at like 18 movies by that point. But I think I'm gonna watch every single Marvel movie and re-review them. So, uh,
I'll guest appear on a few of them, but I don't think I can watch 18.
oh,
That's a lot.
oh, I know. Trust me. That's why I think I'll need to take like 3 days off of work and just power through them. Uh, but looking through this, so there's a lot to actually unpack here for a 2 minute trailer. So, we get our first female villain, which is Kate Blanchett, who's playing Hela, who's basically, if Mary serves, she's basically not the personification of death, but she's like the Hades of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. She like rules like the underworld essentially, and so
Oh.
and
And
so
she's also super hot.
oh
Mm.
yeah, Kate Blanchett is not bad to look at. She's definitely like she looks like
Girl, you could call me Hades any
Yeah.
day.
good one, but
Just guys being dudes.
yeah, just bros being bros. You know what are you gonna do?
Just a little locker room talk, all right? Back off.
Yeah, just,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
we're shooting to talk like Bill O'Reilly for this whole interview, but
This one's for the prez.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh god, but but her introduction where she just pretty much fucking breaks Mjolnir, which is pretty fucking intense. I mean
Yeah, that was rude.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know
that was not cool.
yeah, that's really rude that she would do that. So I don't know how I feel about that, but um, I'm
As a
And then
person who like doesn't know anything about the series, like seeing that, I was like, "What is he gonna get it back? Like maybe he has to go like visit some place, and then he shows up as a fucking gladiator." And I'm like,
oh
"Yes, please. This is what I've been missing all my
yeah,
life."
and maybe
So,
the whole time they're just gonna be playing Led Zeppelin and it's gonna be fucking
ooh, dude, that
badass.
was. They know how to make a fucking trailer.
they
Yeah,
do
that was
they,
a
Like,
great
come
that was a
on.
great song choice. Like, and it was just like Hammer of the Gods, and it's like right there, and I was like, that was a solid choice.
Nailed it.
yeah. So I'm really happy you brought that up because the first thing I thought was, oh man, Colin and Scott are both gonna appreciate so much they're playing Zeppelin. Because I sat there for a second, I'm like, are they playing Zeppelin right now? Wow, okay, that's pretty fucking awesome, and it goes with the trailer so fucking well too. So yeah, you mentioned the gladiator stuff, Scott. Yeah, let's. So I'm going off of memory here, so bear with me. So I believe the weird contract thing is that Universal owns the rights to make an Incredible Hulk solo movie, but since they don't own like the character that he can like do guest appearances and shit like that, so Planet Hulk is one of the most probably the best well known Hulk or arc where they've had where basically Hulk gets taken to this planet and being forced to basically battle gladiator style, and he ends up just becoming like a ruler of this planet basically before he returns to Earth and just starts fucking up everyone from like the X-Men to the Avengers and shit. So I'm really curious how they're gonna adapt this because Hulk, who's of course played by Mark Ruffalo, who does the CGI for the motion capture for him too. So kudos, sir. But it's amazing how the Hulk effects have improved so much since the first Avengers. I mean, even between this and Age of Ultron, which was just like under a couple years ago, you see a lot more Mark Ruffalo's face in the Hulk, which I think is just fucking awesome. And then the trailer ends with the Hulk and Thor running at each other, getting ready to punch each other, and it's like, yes,
Yeah.
oh,
And they're both dressed like fucking gladiators in like the
Right?
old like Coliseum.
I know, it's great, and we have fucking Jeff Goldblum playing the Grandmaster. Like, so
Right.
let me talk about this. The Grandmaster is really just this really big like he's like really a gambler. He's a manipulator. He's a shyster. He really just kind of has his hands in a little bit of everything. What's interesting is that he does in the comic have ties to Thanos. So like he's worked for Thanos on several occasions. So we have one Infinity Stone left, which I believe is the Soul Gem. So I'm assuming they're gonna introduce it here, and I'm guessing either the Grandmaster or Loki will get their hands on it, and Thanos will get it. That's my guess. You heard it.
Yeah,
here first.
Loki was back.
Yeah. So that's,
Yeah, he was actually looking pretty badass
So that's
Yeah,
the
super
and
chill.
like kind of sexy.
so that's the
Yeah, pretty sexy.
So that's the other thing. So Loki, of course, played by Tom Hiddleston. Yeah, you're right. He looks like a fucking.
Hot.
Yeah,
Mm.
God.
Ow!
But he looks badass in this trailer. But I think what makes me laugh is, you remember Scott at Thor: The Dark World at the end? They pretty much like he gets killed midway through, and then they just pull this audible where it's like, oh, he's alive, and even I was like, all right, movie, that's kind of, you know, I would be
Mm-hmm.
mad normally, but it's fucking Tom Hiddleston. I love him so much, so I kind of just go, all right, you're back, that's cool. But there, yeah, Colin. So I kind of want to pick your guys' brains about this because I'm Marvel boy here. So Colin, yeah, what were your first thoughts after you got through watching this?
What else is there to talk about? He's gonna fight the Hulk. Like there's a giant Coliseum, and Thor is gonna fight one-on-one with the Hulk.
That's worth price
I'm
of
just-
admission right there.
Price of admission. Like I hope it lasts for 40 minutes. I hope
half of this movie.
I hope like half the movie is that fight, and then I'll walk out of the movie and be like, A+. They did a great. Like I don't care what the story is. If they like Hunter, you touched on it. Like the CGI looks better than it ever has.
Yeah.
I would say for the Hulk. I mean, it looks like it's gonna be like some spectacular. Like, I'm assuming 3D, right? Like this has got to be 3D movie.
In 3D.
Yes.
I
Spectacular.
gotta see this IMAX.
IMAX. I want to see this IMAX 3D Hulk Thor just flying around like a giant like space coliseum. I mean, sign me up. I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't care about anything else. Like, this is just like that's got me hooked. And then I'm sure I'm gonna love this story. Like, you're bringing up a lot of great points. Like, the chick seems super gnarly. She clearly broke the hammer of Thor, like no problem. Like he was probably like, yee! Like right. Like his voice raised a couple octaves, but yeah, that's what them sultresses do.
Mm,
No, true.
they're
So,
sultry.
so,
Mhm.
Oh, and then something else we have not mentioned that God, why I should have led with this too. We have to keep in mind that Doctor Strange is in this movie too. At some point, you have to keep in mind because remember at the end of Doctor Strange, he's meeting with Thor, so he's helping him like try to hunt down Loki. So we're getting Benedict Cumberbatch in this movie too. So it's just
Wow.
so it's just
Mm.
it's all sorts of wonderful. I'm so genuinely excited. And look, let's be fair. I think Thor: The Dark World is the worst Marvel movie by a sizable margin. I think it's I honestly would probably give it a D to be totally honest. I don't like that movie at all. But it really looks like they went back to the drawing board and went, okay, we need to take this character seriously because out of all the Avengers, he's probably the least popular. I mean, I heard people talking about Hawkeye after Civil War. I think, so I mean, I think they understand they need to kind of go ahead and put some more credibility back into the Thor franchise. So I'm excited for this. I'm really pumped for this actually. This one's coming out till November. So I mean we've got some time to wait, but you're right, Colin. In the first Avengers, I just watched that like a month ago. Uh, Hulk fighting Thor is one of the coolest parts in the first Avengers. I remember I freaked the fuck out the first time I saw it, where Thor is waiting for the hammer from Mjolnir, and he just uppercuts the Hulk with it. I went, God damn, that's awesome! Like it. So we could get a fight if we get even a 10-minute fight scene between just the Hulk and Thor. That's worth price of admission for me. I mean, if it's 40 minutes, even better. But I mean, I would.
Yeah. 40 minutes sound good.
Yeah, no, I could. Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I'd be okay with that. But the guy who's actually directing this is oh god, I'm gonna butcher your name. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Taika Waititi. He directed what we do in the shadows, which was actually a really good movie. I actually remember seeing that. So very interesting that they got this guy to direct this because it is definitely not. It's definitely not his style because this is a big budget movie, but honestly, Marvel I think needs to look outside the box. I mean, fuck, the best Marvel movie probably ever made was directed by the guys who did Community in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. So I mean, they looking outside the box is a good thing I think on occasion. And so the fact they got a new director doing this, I think that'll help out quite a bit. So yeah, this comes out November 3rd. So yeah, we got what like six-ish months. So, but
Are they done with production already?
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. So I guess
Wow.
they're in post right now.
They're
So,
gonna pump this thing up.
oh
That's
dude.
for damn sure.
So so I'm gonna call it right now. So this came out. So this trailer just dropped. Like I woke up on Monday on checked my Twitter and it was like new Thor trailer. I was like, what? I'm like it's 6 months out. Okay, so I mean going by that timeline, I'm assuming we're gonna get a Spider-Man. We're gonna get a Black Panther trailer, probably premiering with Spider-Man: Homecoming, which I think would be brilliant if they do that. Um, but yeah, I'm pumped for this though. This November 3rd can't get here soon enough, so I'm psyched. Colin, your final thoughts on this?
Yeah, they're probably gonna be premiering this in the big screen. Like, it makes me excited to go see a movie this weekend because I feel like this trailer is gonna play on the big screen. Like, I want to go see something IMAX like this weekend, and just isn't Fast coming out?
It is, yeah.
Perfect. I'm sure this is gonna play before. It's probably gonna be this and Transformers is gonna play in front of the Fate of the Furious. So
Oh.
yeah. I'm pumped. I'm pumped for Fate of the Furious. If for nothing else, that I'm probably gonna see Thor fight Hulk for like 5 seconds in IMAX.
Oh, that sounds so good. Yeah. Yeah, we're psyched for this. Scott, your final thoughts, sir.
Yeah, I love, watching, big buff sexy blonde men just fight big huge green monsters. So like I'm in already. So like after just watching that horse shit of a Transformers 5 trailer, like this I'm like from low to high right now. Like I'm pumped right now. This is gonna be sweet.
Oh.
Like, and especially to see, the Doctor Strange angle, that has me really excited too, because I was a big fan of Doctor Strange. If you
Yes,
go
you
back
were.
and listen to our top 10. You'll get a little bit of glimpse of that. But I really love that one, and I'm a Cumber bitch, so
Bitch.
I'm all about that. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is gonna be sick. Do a little IMAX 3D.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this will be being seen in IMAX 3D, as will Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which comes out in less than a month. Oh my god! But guys, let us know, how are you feeling about Thor Ragnarok? It's gonna be very interesting. Last thing I'll say, how this sets up for the next Avengers movie. Like, it's gonna be because we're gonna have to start seeing Thanos, because he has to collect all 6 of the fucking Infinity Stones for the Gauntlet. So it's gonna be very interesting.
Uh-oh.
So
That doesn't sound good.
yeah, so Thanos appearance. I'm assuming we'll get one. Wow, that was impressive. To quote Colin here, before we wrap up, during the Civil War review that we did, when I was like, oh man, they're all split up from each other. We was like, oh man, I hope our heroes can come back together to defeat Thanos. It's like, yeah. It's like, shut up, Colin. Don't ruin the majesty.
That was genuine. I hope they do.
but again, it's gonna be interesting to see, because I mean, in the storyline, things get really dark in the comics for the Ragnarok storyline. So I'm curious how much of that they'll follow, and if that will tie into Black Panther moving forward. Because Black Panther only comes out 3 months after Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok comes out. It comes out February of next year. So it'll be interesting to see how they kind of wrap all this up. So guys, let us know what you think about Thor Ragnarok. Comment below. Subscribe to us here on SoundCloud at The Real Pineapple 775. Like us on Facebook at The Real Pineapple. You can follow yours truly on the Twitter at JHunterRealPineapple. And you can follow Colin on Twitter at
The Real O'Neal.
And you can follow the Sexy Stud Scott on Twitter at
Doing the first.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. We have a review up this weekend for Fate of the Furious, as well as part 2 of our best of 2016. Guys, thank you so much for listening. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Peace.
How about that, though?